I'm B. Marshall. I live in Sheffield with my boys Peep and Joss. Peep is 9.5 and Joss is almost 8. And I work as a consultant around branding and marketing, bringing in a lot of creativity to companies. Well, at the very beginning, there were some things that I knew that I was going to do differently. So I very specifically wanted a home birth. I made quite radical choices, like I ate my placentas, for example. I knew that I wanted to breastfeed for as long as possible and things like that. But I actually, other than those things, I was quite a typical kind of parent. So for the first 2.5 to 3 years of Peep's life, I was quite kind of, I think now I look back and I think I was quite controlling. I was quite very specific about boundaries, consequences, naughty step, time out, those kinds of things. I was a bit of a fan of Super Nanny. And then I really kind of made a big switch when he was about 2.5, as a result of a few things that all happened within the same week. And I really started questioning all sorts of things around my parenting. So now I'm really looking to raise my sons with the future in mind. So it's much about who they are at the moment as humans, and then having the opportunity to be autonomous in the choices that they make about their life and about their time, their energy, as well as it is for me around thinking about them having, I suppose, the skills to make positive choices for themselves and for others as they get older, whether that's around sex, drugs and rock and roll, or whether that's about careers or pursuing their own interests. And I really want them, I think, the world is such a complex place, and it seems to be building in complexity. And I really want for them to be able to approach, life as they get older and move into adulthood. I really want them to be able to approach that in a really kind of flexible, creative, responsive, powerful way. So I'm kind of very much in the moment with my kids and being present with them, whilst at the same time really thinking ahead about how what I do now with them impacts who they are as people in the future. They're very free to choose when to eat, what to eat, things like that. I mean, at breakfast, although they might typically have a yogurt or a piece of fruit or eggs and bacon or cereal, sometimes they might still kind of have custard or kind of have rice pudding, and I don't have a problem with that at all. That's absolutely fine. I trust that children, even though they are only children, that they actually know what they want and need in this moment, but also as a kind of a continual series of building blocks in that growing up process. So that's one level. The other thing for me that feels important is that there's only really the first 10 years of their life that as their parent I'm really the primary one of the primary influences. From kind of age 10, 11 onwards, their peers become huge influences. They become more aware of the media, and I want my children to move into that stage with the confidence that they know how to make choices for themselves.